What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast, NFL edition for week number 17. Dude, I got to tell you something, man. I was worried about last week. It was the worst lines. Thank God I had a winning week.
You went 3-1 again, Paul. You beat the book again.
I need to get a t-shirt.
You set me up. I'll take the bait. Paul Virzi, ladies and gentlemen, has beat BetMGM, picking 4 games against the spread. 3, what the kids do? Hey!
Kids go like this. They hit a 3.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. But
Paul, you gotta start doing that so we can help like our younger viewership. What I need you to be is like today's athlete who's just like, he's enamored with himself. He can't even believe what he just did.
But I don't want to be the person that gets like beats the book and then shits the bed the last 2 weeks and barely beats the book. I want to I'm coming still, dude. You know what I mean? I want to go.
Andrew too. Andrew very quietly killing. Andrew's won like 80% of his fucking games. And then you got me, the dead weight on the team.
No, you're
sports has passed me by. Sports has passed me by. I've aged out.
I got to talk to you about that, dude. That thing you're wearing, that yellow and black. I mean, that thing is fucking. That is.
My wife hates it.
Oh, how?
My wife hates. She hates fucking anything that I wear sports. She fucking hates it.
Cleanest.
I said to her, "Go look at this thing. How good is this?" She goes, "Wow." She goes, "It looks official." That's what she said.
Dude, that thing is.
And meanwhile, she's wearing some fucking stupid shit that the Kardashians have with like duck feathers on it. What? This is in style. It looks fucking stupid. Okay, dude, I look like I'm going to tape up somebody's ankle. All right. I mean, you look like you're in the circus.
Dude, keep that closed. I'm on a podcast. No. Sorry.
Next time we have a big social event, I'm going to wear this and act like I don't understand why she doesn't. I got to be honest
with you. The first thing I noticed when I clicked onto this podcast was those fucking beautiful, beautiful yellow stripes going down with the white thing in the middle. And then
what's the problem? Dude, how could you have a problem with this? It has a nice collar on it. I could get into a golf club with this.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I came on like a big shot with my Christmas New York Knicks basketball, right? And then I saw yours, completely shut me down. I mean.
Well, you know what it is? This is like, what do they call it? Scriptive. Scriptives is a lot more sexier than Knicks kind of went basic font, kind of like their draft picks.
Dude, if Sly Stallone saw that on you, he fucking shed a tear.
Dude, did you see Sly's documentary?
Yes. Of course.
Jesus.
Of course I did.
Guy's being too hard on himself, huh? I felt bad for him. I was like, dude, like your movies do mean something. They meant something for like generations of people. They were uplifting, positive, heroic movies. I love his movies.
It made me mad at fathers in general. It made me mad to know that you could feel like that. You could fucking get into a scene, and when you get emotional in a scene that's a classic, you're actually getting mad and angry at your upbringing. It's fucking sad, dude. So many fathers are great, but so many fucked up because of their own shit. It made me mad. It made me think of my own shit, dude. Fuck them all. All right.
Yeah, I found it very relatable when I was watching it. It was funny because my wife is almost crying, and I was like laughing at points. And she goes, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Because what else can you do?"
Right.
Because I noticed whenever you go to talk about his child, he goes, "You know, when I was growing up, yeah, things were difficult." And I would laugh there, not because I don't have empathy. I'm laughing because I know what he's doing. He's thinking of a specific event, and he's like, "I don't want to talk about that. That's going to make me emotional. So I'm just going to, hey, you know, things happen the way they did. And anyway, then I made this movie." No, never underestimate an abusive childhood for driving you towards success. And all you're doing is staying ahead of the sadness and confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all dumb, and it never had to be that way.
Everybody that I know with a loving, great family from beginning to like everybody, they all just got steady jobs.
And you know what? And they're happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the live, laugh, love people that all miserable people now make fun of because they can't live up to the standard of that sign. And people are actually sitting there going like, oh, like these people are just basic people that buy signs. Some of them are, but not all of them, Paul.
No, not at all.
If I had a live, laugh, love sign in my house, every 3 days I would look at the sign and be like, I know.
Yeah, you would. That's the best.
How many times are you going to make the same point?
I remember one time.
The tree guys here.
Yeah,
you get a house, Paul. All of a sudden, you have a bunch of guys. The bathroom guy, the tree guy, the fucking air conditioning guy.
Let's get into Week 17 football, everybody. We only got 2 more of these for the regular season.
It is hilarious that we're like a combined 100 years old and we're both dressed like the first day of school in 3rd grade. I'm just going to say that.
Listen, it's the holidays. You throw on a sweatshirt. Yeah.
Paul, can we go back to the amount of times you're wearing sports memorabilia every fucking week?
I know, but it's kind of a sports podcast. We're having a good time, you know?
They call them Paulie Models. Dude, those are my 2 stores. Models and the Wiz. I mean, was anything better than skipping school and buying a Sony disc Walkman and then going over to Models and getting a new fucking Giants jersey?
You know, the Anything Better podcast sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah. Big 5 out here in LA.
Oh, you guys don't have dicks?
Dude, this fucking thing, I could sneak onto the Bruins bench with this goddamn thing.
I'm going to tell you something right now. By far, one of the cleanest pieces I've ever seen.
Oh, and my wife got me this for Christmas, and I had to tell her, I kept sending it to her going, I know you don't like this. I want this.
It's as crisp as you could get.
Or as my wife says, it looks pretty official.
Dude, when you're done with that thing, you should put it in a glass case in your office. I'm being dead serious.
Can I show you what I just got? Speaking of a glass case, because my wife thinks she's going to break me with this sports shit. Hang on a second. Oh, Paulie, wait till you see this.
that is like, that thing says like Boston on it. I'd wear it.
Yeah, that jacket will be in style for a while. Those Kardashian feathers are out by President's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
I'm into art. I'm cultured. What? I've been to the Guggenheim. I don't know what to tell you. I prefer a Jay Miller autographed jersey to a Picasso. That's just, that jersey, Paul, you know what? It speaks to me.
Dude.
At Comics Come Home, they had all these great Bruins. Lyndon Byers, Jay Miller, all the guys I love. Ken Linsman, Cam Neely. Well, obviously it's his event with Dennis Leary. Raymond Bork, Johnny Busick they had. Patrice Bergeron. I always forget somebody because there was so many of them. And they gave him the 100-year jerseys. And then afterwards, I'm smoking a cigar, hanging with Jay Miller and all of those guys, which I couldn't believe. And he has 1 million of his own jerseys, so he autographed that thing to me.
Yeah.
It says, your pal. To Bill, your pal, Jay Miller. If you told Red Afroed Bill back in the Boston Garden in 1985 that I was going to have this thing, and my life would have been complete, Paul. Would have been complete.
I might
my
go
dad
as
could
far...
knock me off a polo horse, and I would not have a problem with it. That's a reference to the Sly thing.
I may go as far as to say maybe the cleanest piece that's ever been on the Anything Better show. So,
yeah, these are like, and you know what? None of this would mean anything to my wife.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but it's our sports show. Don't worry about it. What are you going to do?
You know what it is, Paul? I can't let go of that. I can't let go of how the water flows one way in the relationship. You know what I mean? Because
deep down, none of them are truly happy. So it's like, I'm happy. I'm happy in my sweatshirt. See, that's what a man is happy. You give a man a fucking sports memorabilia shirt and he's fucking fine.
This is what I do to Paul all the time. Anytime I start bitching about my wife a little bit, he's not even mad about his wife or women in general. But by the end of it, he's more upset than I am.
Yeah,
he starts up, oh, no, I like it. By the end, you're just like, you know what? They're just not happy people.
Well, like A man should be like, what do you want to do for the weekend? Be like, I don't know, the football game's on. Maybe we'll order some food, have a couple friends over and sit down, relax. And they go, yeah, but shouldn't we? And it's like, that's the problem right there. No, we shouldn't. Everything I already fixed it. It's done.
My wife is actually a happy person, but she just doesn't think that I know things.
Is she? I'm just kidding. You ever do that to your friend?
No, she is. I'm definitely more of the curmudgeon. And if she was here, she'd be like, "Oh, that's the fucking truth," that shit.
Oh, dude, I got one for you before we get into this thing.
Oh, okay? We're going off on the wives this week.
No, dude.
God bless him.
I'm not using any names here.
My wife.
I felt bad. My wife's mother. No. Dude. I felt bad the other day about something that happened, and I felt really bad, and I just needed to go. I needed to go and smoke a cigar. You
got a little physical.
I was you
beat the book. You were about 3 drinks in. You were talking shit.
Oh.
You threw a lamp. It happens, Paul.
I got mad. Something out of my control. I got mad. So I said to Stace, I need to go smoke a cigar. So I go to this place and I see a guy that I know. Great guy. Great guy. And I go, dude, I had a bad day. I grab my wine. I start smoking a cigar. And I go, I had a bad day, man. I needed this. And he goes, yeah, me too. So I give it to him first. I go, what happened? Good. I go, what happened, dude? He goes, dude, she signed the divorce papers, man. 20 years of a family with 3 kids gone. I got to pay this. We just finished court. And dude, I was just looking at it like a guy that was really just a hurting man. And then I go, hey, dude, I'm glad you went first. Because I was just like, and like it was just, dude, and I was just listening to it, man. And dude, it was as bad as it could be. So I was like, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't know. For a man or a woman, I don't know how after 20 years you get back out there. You know what I mean? It's like your life, as far as like knowing what the fuck's going on, once you get into a serious relationship, it just ends, right? You're like, well, living on a prayer. It's on the fucking radio. You come out 25 fucking years later. And everybody's listening to, whatever this fucking almost crying. You know what rappers sound like to me? Like, when somebody's lying to you and they're trying to act like they're crying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Paul, I almost took a drink last night. They start talking like that. And you're like, dude, there's no water in your eyes. You're just fucking lying. When people, I don't know. I think like music, sports, it bugged me for like a good couple of decades. Now I'm just getting another thing and be like, Bill, maybe you think, maybe you just aged out of this shit. I think that's what it is. I'm just too fucking old to understand. I don't understand anything. Like I always hated that more money, more problems. Like how did it go from a fool and his money are soon parted to more money, more problems? It's like more money. You should have less fucking problems unless you're going out to the club and getting involved in some stupid shit, or you meet some chick and you fucking bang her without a condom and you have a kid.
Yeah.
Now she's coming at me. Yes, you idiot.
It should be a moron with more money has more problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do, Paul? I'm going to buy a gun illegally, and then I'm going to put it in my car and start speeding down the street. See how that works. More money. They're coming at me because I got money. No, you're an idiot. Go buy a gun legally.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
Dude, you know how many comedians I saw back in the day when they got money? The dumb fucking, the smart ones who still dressed like they didn't have money, went out and bought an apartment. All right?
Yeah.
Everybody else who, and like, before the racists start thinking I'm picking on anybody, I'm not, okay? Both sides. It came down to some people understood money, some people did not. And that's how you ended up having more problems, because the fucking idiots who got money walked around and you immediately knew. But not only did you know that they had money, you knew basically how much they had by what they were wearing walking down the street. And what does that attract, Paul? What does it attract? Hoes!
Listen.
They come out of the woodwork like those zombies in that Thriller video.
I think the age matters. You know, when Biggie, rest his soul, when Biggie made More Money, More Problems, he was like in his early 20s. So I think when
Johnny Sanchez.
Yeah, when young people get money, dude, could you imagine a 24-year-old Paul Virzi with fucking $25 million, dude? I would have had a fucking giraffe on my back, dude.
You would have been dead by 27.
Dude, I would have done
Giraffe.
the Tony Montana shit. I would have fucking be like, come in the backyard, Bill. You'd see some wild. You'd be like, yeah.
I would have not felt worthy of it. And I would have hooked up all of my friends. I wouldn't have bought a lot of stupid shit, though. I've always had that because of my upbringing. Like, the other shoe's going to drop right on your fucking head.
Yeah. All right, let's get into football. Guys,
speaking of more fucking weeks, more problems, Paul, for me.
Let's get into week 17, guys. Before we do, though, we have to shout out the greatest what can you say? The greatest sports lines, the quickest sports lines, the best deals. Got more deals if you haven't.
Some people might say the greatest sports lines ever. I don't know. I don't know.
It's BetMGM, everybody. If you haven't signed up yet, get $1,500 first bet offer. How do you get this offer? It's easy. You download the BetMGM app to your phone, wherever you download your apps, to betmgm.com. You sign up using our code, bonus code Burr, that's BURR, and deposit at least $10 into the BetMGM Sportsbook account. Place your first wager and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if the bet loses. If the bet does lose, your bonus bets will be available once your initial wager is settled. They have $1,500 in fun bonus bets, so enjoy that. Bet responsibly, and let's get into week 17, which is Bill's first pick.
Okay, with my first pick, Paul, I got to go with the team I went against last week. Dude, 3 weeks in a row, I didn't think the 49ers were going to cover. I finally take the 49ers, and they get their fucking, they got humbled. Where were all those people going? Oh, that Brock Purdy, I tell you, he's throwing the ball before they make the breaks. Dude, isn't that what every NFL quarterback does?
I think that's what called being a pro is.
Because that's what being a pro. I think most of the college kids do that. Ravens -3 over the Dolphins. Ravens are a good team. Dolphins do not beat good teams. They finally beat a reeling good team. Good team in the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think Nick Kroll gets it done this week with the Dolphins. I like the Ravens -3 at home in Baltimore with those great football fans fucking screaming and yelling in the Dolphins' ears.
Not only do I love that pick, I love your assessment of it, Bill. I think it's the jacket you're wearing.
Hey, Paul, you know what it is? I can assess like with the best of them. I can't pick a fucking winner to save my life.
You're still right. You're hovering, dude. Yeah, you
49. I'm not hovering, Paul. I'm done. I'm under the water. It's like when this guy gets attacked by a shark. You always come up a couple, 2-3 times, and then there's that time you go under, and that's it. And that's right when the boat comes over.
You realize?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to go with the game. When I looked at these, I don't love these lines either, but when I looked at it, the first game that I said has to happen is the Jaguars -6 against the hapless Panthers. The Jaguars are home. I think the line
hapless Panthers covered last week against the Green Bay Packers.
I know.
They're playing better football, those fucking cunts.
They are playing better football, but listen, if the Jacksonville Jaguars don't win by a touchdown at home against a 2 or 3 win team, I can sleep. So I'm taking Jacksonville.
Okay, Paul. Okay. All right. My next safe pick is I don't know why fucking Seahawks are only 3.5 favorites at home against the Steelers. I don't know. Is somebody hurt there? Fucking can anybody in the side? Anybody in the side? Tell me.
There he is.
There he is. Hot take Jake the Snake. What do you got?
I don't think there's any injuries. I think the Steelers just seem to find ways to win every week. So it's just one of those things where I feel like it's
I like how you tried to help me out. And even more than that, I love your soothing tone. I'm still going to go with the Seahawks.
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete. You got to go Sneaky Pete. Jake the Snake, everybody. Taking out one last good look at that handsome man in 2023. Because that's your last piece of eye candy you're going to see on this podcast.
Dude, I'll tell you what, dude. I would want Jake as a doctor giving me bad news. You just come in nice. Listen, it's not the best thing, but look, there's medicine. You'll be fine. Be like, all right.
It's just a small brain tumor.
Jesus, Jake.
It's the size of a walnut. He picks original fruit and shit to say what it looks like.
It's just the size
It's
of
like
a
an
watermelon.
avocado. I love avocado. Yeah, guacamole. We're going to make guacamole out of this cancer. All right.
All right, Bill.
Let's go, Paulie. What do you got?
So your second pick, you're going with the fucking Seahawks. You love all
The fucking dirty birds.
All right. All right, let's see.
With their cheating ass stadium. How about the Dolphins adding to the our stadium cheats for us? Did you saw that, right? You stand in the sun the whole fucking time when you play the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And they're in the shade the whole fucking time. You know what that is, Paul? That's gamesmanship. That's what it's called. Gamesmanship. It's complicated.
All right.
Ooh,
Are the
Paul.
Kansas
Paul making
City-
faces. Paul taking his time.
Are the Kansas City Chiefs this bad? Because, dude, the Kansas City Chiefs lose at home on Christmas. Taylor Swift's entire family, including her siblings, are dressed for Christmas in the suite. Travis Kelce not doing much. Mahomes missing throws. Are the Kansas City Chiefs finally going to sit? I don't know. I got to see it. They're at home. They're -7 against the Bengals, who, have a backup quarterback and are, I think, out of the playoffs now. I think Kansas City, if they're going to make a run, it's got to be now. If they're going to go to the Super Bowl or make a deep playoff run, it's got to be now. I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs minus a touchdown at home in Arrowhead.
This is probably a bad thing, Paul, but I like that. All right. I'm going to take the Raiders getting 3.5.
Oh, I love
Going
that
into Indianapolis. I like their coach. I
was
just
my
like
next
their
one.
coach, and I just like the Raiders vibe. And I think they're going to go in there and they're going to fucking Mad Max is going to smack some people around. Devontae Adams is going to, they're going to go off. They're not going to go off. They're going to win, though. They're going to win. I believe in the Raiders. I believe in their coach. They've just been such a circus over there, and they've just an unbelievably talented team at so many important positions. And Jim Irsay owns the Colts. So fuck him. The Raiders.
I love that pick. I think the Raiders want to fucking run through a wall for Antonio Pierce. That's a great one. For my third pick, I'm going to take the team that just keeps winning and looks like they're going to make the playoffs. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are -2.5 at home against the Saints. The Saints just never turned the corner. I think the Saints never turned the corner. I don't think they're that good. I think they're okay, but I don't like them on the road against Tampa. I know it's a division rivalry, but I think that Baker Mayfield and them smell some blood for the playoffs. I'm going to take the Bucs.
How about Baker Mayfield, dude?
Dude,
Like
you called it.
guy, he's a winner.
You called it.
He's a winner. Everywhere he goes, he fucking wins.
Well, except
When's
Carolina.
Colin Cowherd? When's he going to just give it up and just say he was wrong? Never. I'm going to say he's never going to do that. He was wrong about that guy. That guy fucking wins. He wins. Took the Browns to the playoffs, won a playoff game, Paul, with the Cleveland Browns. Had a cup of coffee with the Rams. Now he's with the Buccaneers. Post Tom Brady. Everybody, look at him. Look where they're at. Good for him.
I don't want to talk bad about anybody. And I don't necessarily.
Colin Cowherd's a friend. I'm breaking his balls.
No. I don't want to talk bad about Colin Cowherd. But Colin Cowherd, he has this thing where he's so definitive. Like if he was at a restaurant, and he was telling you it was the best chicken cutlet, like it was, he's so intense with it. Like he sticks with it, dude. He's so like steadfast.
It's either childhood trauma or he's a narcissist. I don't know, but either way, it's working for him. I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears at home -2.5 against the Falcons. Who are the Falcons? Nobody knows. Who are the Bears? Nobody knows. This is like betting on two strippers in a fucking mud wrestling contest.
I actually like the Bears are playing well. For my fourth and final pick, I am going to take the Houston Texans at home -4. They're playing the Titans, and I
hate that game.
I just think the Titans are done, and I think the Texans need a win, and I think the Texans are going to get it this week. Yeah, Yeah, there's no really rhyme or reason. I don't love this week, but that was the game I saw.
Here's my call. In the offseason, the New England Patriots make a deal with the Denver Broncos and bring Russell Wilson. We keep Bill Belichick. Russell Wilson comes in. We get him back at sea level. He starts playing. He starts playing the way that he can. They should not dress him for the last 2 games and have him stand on the sideline and have all those fans screaming at him. There's no reason to do that.
No. Andrew Themlis just said he'd have to convince his wife to move to New England.
What is she, from Denver or something?
She's a singer from, I think, California. I don't know.
I don't know. I will never understand. I don't know.
When the fuck does the wife have a say? It's like
when doesn't she, Paul?
No, it's like, dude, I'm making this money. I'm going to play here. Okay. You live in you're driving a Bugatti to fucking the mall with the chauffeur.
No, Paul, believe me, if they were making the money that Russell Wilson was making and you were the husband and you said something, like, she would throw how much money she's making right in your fucking face. You do it to them. What do they say? You're going to throw that in my face? I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm stating the obvious that you obviously don't fucking what? Because you make more money, that means you make the decisions?
Dude, that guy fucking...
Because you don't, you do?
That guy Stedman should write a book, dude. That guy fucking... Dude, Stedman's just been sitting...
What, how to get treated worse than the Cocker Spaniel in the house?
Dude, you never hear anything
He must have an underground tunnel to his man cave for fucking whores to come in. Just something.
Dude, Stedman must have the most legendary man cave ever. It's like a post-apocalyptic fucking bunker.
He's always calling his buddies, and it's just like, Steady Eddie, I was fucking there last night. No, I know. It was, more games tonight. It's like, yeah, but my wife, I mean, I can't. All right, well, if you change your mind, I'll be out. I got plenty of room, if you want to.
Yo, Steady. Yo, Steady.
If you want to stay overnight or maybe build an airplane in it, I got plenty of room.
Yo, Steady, you going with Oprah to that Hollywood party? Nah, I'm gonna hang down here. Why don't you come by? Bring some Doritos and chips. I'm gonna watch the game. I just see Stedman in a dirty wife beater sitting on the couch. That bitch hasn't talked to me in years.
I know, and he got no kids out of it. It's just like that's a rough one.
Oh, Jake just said, I hope it's exactly like the Chappelle sketch. Oh, shit.
Oh, did he do a sketch on that?
I think he did, yeah.
Dude, there's so many Chappelle sketches that I see where I'm just like, did I miss a fucking season? Or did they just edit some that's never aired?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? I don't know. Because
you think Stedman got a prenup?
No, she asked him, and he's like, well, why would you do that? That means you don't love me.
Oh, shit. Stedman's like, oh, bro, can we finally go to my friends? It's all about your friends. I'm tired of this shit. Fucking Stedman, dude. God bless Stedman, dude. All right.
I don't know.
He
won. I'm still going?
He won. Wait, no. Did you pick
No,
4?
I picked. I got Ravens, Raiders, Seahawks, and Bears.
Okay. Ravens, Raiders, Seahawks, and Bears. Okay. I have
That's
Jacksonville.
Like, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh, my.
I have Jacksonville, Texans, Buccaneers, and Chiefs. All right. It's Monday night special time. We have this is the toughest game of the week. This is the hardest game to predict. It's literally flipping a coin. It's the Packers, Vikings.
Green Bay
Vikings
Packers.
are minus. You like the Packers?
Packers.
All right. Let's do it.
Dude, when the fuck did the fucking Cleveland Browns become 11-5? Where the hell was I all season?
They have the best defense in football, and they've done it they're the only team to ever clinch a playoff thing with 4 different quarterbacks.
4. Wow.
4. Hey, good scouting, good recruiting.
Okay, now if we actually did an actual sports radio show where you just have to come, you got to make everything a big deal. Like I guarantee you Stephen A. Smith or somebody, but is the quarterback position overrated? Because I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. If 4 guys could do it, what's that tell you? They're not as valuable as it used to be.
I mean, I don't want to pick on Russell Wilson. Just doing anything to get people to keep listening.
Oh, Bill would be so happy. Bill, I know you so well, dude. You would be, if Russell Wilson came to the Patriots and you guys went on a run, you would fucking go nuts, dude. That's your guy.
Throws the most beautiful deep ball.
Yeah.
For years in the NFL. And I don't know what happened. He went to Mile High. The altitude was different. I was comparing it to like the Aspen Comedy Festival. All these killers, high energy comics would go out there and the air was so thin that they'd be out of breath after 3 jokes and they wouldn't get a deal.
Is that right?
Dude, there was a young comedian special. Well, when it was also, you were performing in front of like the fucking Illuminati. All these old fucking white chicks wearing fur. Everyone was big into fur. This is in the 90s, right? Before these, hairy-legged chicks that pretended they cared about anything but themselves would throw paint on you, right? So they had, like, minks, like... I remember where this booker came in, and he showed up, and he had a full-length fucking mink coat on, looking like your boy there went to the Knicks game, and the FBI's like, who's that guy?
Frank
Costello? Frank Lucas, yeah. He showed up with a Frank Lucas fur and some chick, and she had like so much fur. She even had the thing that your hands are in like this, and it's just like a thing of fur. That's what you were performing to. And then you'd go up there with your ham and egger fucking material and just bomb in front of people that had like hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate and finance and all of that shit. It was awful. Awful festival. And it would always fucking, you'd get to Denver fine. And then when you'd have to make the connecting flight to Aspen, there was always some sort of storm and you ended up having to get on a bus and you get up there and you're just like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Yeah.
Rich people with their really good looking drug addicted kids already at 12.
Jesus. Dude, Russell Wilson is
dressing
still young.
Inappropriately.
I thought Russell Wilson, we did that on the show. We were like, oh, he's got to be old. Was he 35? Dude, he's still young. That's the thing. He's got physically, he's got to still have it.
Dude, Sean Payton was yelling at him like that dude was yelling at that drummer in that movie. Right on the fucking sideline.
Yeah, Sean Payton does not like him. And he should leave. He's going to leave. They said he's going to leave.
But who the fuck's going to pick up that contract? Like, Denver's going to have to eat some of it. I think we can get a bargain.
That'd be great. I'd love to see him a Patriot and do well. Or he could go be Aaron Rodgers' backup at the Jets. That'd be sick.
I know, but I'm also not addressing the problems that we have. Like, we don't have a bona fide star at wide receiver like we had all of those years. And our offensive line's been a little banged up and not being able to protect the quarterback. So, yeah. I don't know.
You think Belichick's going to leave or no?
No, I don't. I don't understand, like, unless they really just feel like it ran its course.
What
maybe
year was he hired? What was his first year, Bill?
Like 2000.
Wow.
He's been there for almost a quarter of a century.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And you think the amount of people that came in and came and went in that time, it's amazing. It's an incredible fucking run. It's going to be hard to watch. I don't think it's going to end in a good way. I just don't think it's going to, which sucks. But that is part of coaching, where it just seems like, if you look at all the greats, it always seems to end that way more times than like take Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher was with the Steelers forever, won a Super Bowl, and then left on top. That was pretty cool.
Also, another example of that is, and what's his name? He even said it. Joe Torre said it. Joe Torre's like, dude, when we beat the Mets in the World Series, he's like, that. I thought that was pure nirvana for because George Steinbrenner wanted to beat the Mets more than any team ever. He hated the rivalry in New York. He hated that they were even compared to them. And Torre said he had more pressure to beat the Mets in a World Series than any other thing, and he beats them. And he said, dude, when he did that and the run,
I still think he didn't like the Red Sox more, Paul.
No, dude, ask the family. He hated the Mets. He wanted to beat the Red Sox.
It just doesn't track. The Mets suck. The Mets always suck. They're not a fucking problem.
But he was a narcissist that didn't want another in his city.
Well, I could see in the World Series, it's like we can't have the other team beat us in the World Series. I get that.
Yeah,
but generally speaking, Paul, April to September, he was watching us.
Well, yeah, we played you guys.
I feel
more.
like fucking the Joker in Lego Batman right now, where I want you to acknowledge that I mean something to you guys.
That's a great analogy. But Joe Torre won 5 World Series and did all those things that Steinbrenner wanted him to do. And then he was just like, it ended horribly. He
won 4.
Oh, yeah. Who won? Girardi won one?
Girardi won in 09.
Girardi won the one against the Phillies. Yeah. So he won 4 and he was like, I'm good. And then he got fired for Girardi and it did not end well. He didn't show up for a while. It's like, what is it going to? Yeah. So if Belichick leaves on bad terms,
Steinbrenner treated Joe Torre like shit while he was winning. Always issuing statements.
Yeah.
The boss is going to issue a statement. Let me guess. They haven't won the last 3 games and you're not happy. It was so stupid.
Yeah. We go on like a 5-game skid and there would be a fucking letter from George Steinbrenner. Anyway, Monday Night Special.
I mean, I guess it worked or whatever, but I always found that guy to be like, I don't know, sort of a blowhard.
Rest his soul.
No, fuck him. Go ahead.
Bill likes the Packers. It's 1 point. It's basically a pick 'em. I'll go with the Packers. Let's go Jordan Love to throw one.
Yep.
And
some fat fucking cheesehead to have a heart attack in the second quarter. See over under on that. Who's going to have a heart attack first? A Viking fan or a fucking Packer fan? Those people. Jesus Christ. Well, at least they ice fish in fucking Minnesota.
Packer fans
they got 10,000 lakes, Paul. They have 10,000 reasons you should not be fat in Minnesota, and they still are. It's unbelievable. Wisconsin, you understand, Paul. Where they got ice cream, cheese
curds,
cows. You know, you are what you eat. That's why there's a bunch of cows walking around upright. Fucking.
I don't even know who should we do here? Justin Jefferson to catch one?
All right, Paul, you're picking a wife and you're throwing a dart. You're going Minnesota, you're going Wisconsin.
Justin Jefferson's going to catch one.
Okay, I go with that.
Oh, hello.
What, Jake? Justin
Snake, who do you pick? You're throwing a dart. You're picking Minnesota or fuck, I'm talking about women.
Oh.
Wine, women, and cheese. Who do you like?
Oh, man. I'll probably go Green Bay because it's close to University of Wisconsin, so I can just kind of go over there, you know what I'm saying? So maybe I guess.
Even if you don't love her, you can still catch a few games. I got to go Minnesota. It's no brainer.
Women?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Paul. Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jake, you think Jefferson's going to catch one? What do you think?
I think so. Yeah, he's great. So I definitely think he can. He's unstoppable. So I think it's a good pick. He's the
best wide receiver in football, period.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
All right, can you guys stop your love fest here with fucking Jordan Jefferson? Jordan Love?
George Jefferson?
Johnny Jefferson for the Chargers? All right, so Jefferson, what's his first name? I'm going to get the names down for next season. Justin.
JJ. They call him JJ.
These fucking kids with their young kid names. Justin. Did you know one Justin growing up?
One.
He was a douche, right? Not kidding. You know, that guy was just going to defend his opinion no matter what. Now I got to trash some kid I don't know.
All right, so here we go, everybody. We got the Packers +1. We got Jordan Love to throw one. And we have the nice moment of the Vikings. This game will be Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown. There you go. That's the Monday Night Special.
But don't you feel like they always try to take away the best wide receiver? Should we, one of these weeks, Paul, we got to pick the number 2 receiver.
Yeah, but this kid, they could double. It doesn't matter. He's the best.
Yeah, Paul, I don't know about that one. All right, let's do that.
All right, let's do that.
There you go. Fucking beautiful.
I mean, it is. It is. It's like in Pulp Fiction when they open the case. I just tilted my head and went, oh.
Yeah, you should see the snare drum my wife got me. Gorgeous.
Nice.
No, I fucking cleaned up. She just thinks I look like an athletic trainer, and I'm like, I'll take that. I'll take that.
You look great. Dude, when you're 75.
I'm that old guy that young kids go, what are you doing?
Dude, when you're 75,
that never happened to me. I want
Bill,
that to happen at some point in my life. That's never happened to me.
If you're a 75-year-old man retired and you put your feet up and you're rocking that, they're going to be like, that guy knows his fucking sports. Look at that guy.
Yeah, until they talk to me. I had kids late in life. I became disconnected.
They're going to try to get off your porch. All right, sir.
You know what kills me, Paul, is I used to beat the fucking book before we did this goddamn show, before I had kids. I used to be somebody, Paul. I was like that guy. I had a couple of good seasons.
Bill, you beat the book on the show. You beat the book the first year, and last year you were 2 games off. Yeah, you're hard on yourself, Bill. You beat the book with me on the first time we did this. This is only the third time we did it. Yeah. Dude, how many times has Bill come on the show? Dude, this fucking week. And they're like, dude, you were 2-2. Oh, I was? All right, guys, listen. $10 in. Right. Deposit $10 in.
I mean, I didn't know it was Attack Bill fucking week.
Oh, no, I'm lifting up.
I'm joking. I'm being that fucking person that just, does that.
The victim? Oh,
the center of attention.
Geez, sorry. I didn't know I could talk.
I can't say anything.
All right, guys, for this week, like we said, you download the BetMGM app, you use our bonus code Burr, BURR, very easy. You put as little as $10 in there, as much as 10, whatever. And if the bet loses, you get $1,500 in bonus bets. Bet responsibly. Monday night special. We got the Packers +1. We got Jordan Love to throw one, and we got Justin Jefferson to catch a touchdown. That's it. Enjoy the week. Enjoy. Oh, and Happy New Year, everybody. We will see you in 2024.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching this year and not giving us shit for our sports memorabilia.
See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.